I'm Jean-Baptiste Calo. I am a media consultant. I'm a journalist, of course, for 23 years now. I've been asked to be a media consultant for CTA, especially with the Pacific delegation to the Caribbean and Pacific Agri-Food Forum. So I'm here to do the coverage and especially take the Pacific perspective of what's happening and then relate back to all the media back home in the South Pacific.
Okay, so when you heard you were coming to the Caribbean, what was the first thing that went through your mind?
I was very excited because, like I said, it's my first time here in the Caribbean. The Caribbean has always been, for me, sort of, it's a tropical and I would say a place that I would wish to come someday to for vacation.
As a tourist,
vacation with my family, and it's also well known for music, calypso,
reggae,
and soca, and also zouk in the French West, French
islands,
Française, French islands. So I was very excited to come here, and I know, of course, because we had the first Pacific Agro-Tourism Forum in Fiji in June and July 2015. And we had some participants from the Caribbean, and their contribution to the discussions shows that Caribbean was well off in terms of especially tourism, and that we have a lot of things in common. Challenges, and also we are islands. So I think that it's a very good thing to bring us into one place in a platform like this, in the forum, so that we can exchange our experiences and our success stories. We can learn from one another.
So now that you're here, I mean, we forget the logistic challenges with the travel, but now that you're here safely, what did you think of the first 4 days of the seminar? Because I know you were in the workshops. I saw you in our workshop.
Yes, I found out that here in the Caribbean, I mean, that we have a lot to learn from the Caribbean, and vice versa. Also, maybe from the Caribbean has a lot to learn from us, especially in terms of there's certain. We have our strengths and we have our weaknesses. For example, in the South Pacific, in terms of climate change adaptation and resilience.
Because we're taking varieties from the South Pacific.
So I think in that regard we are well advanced in that in that aspect. But in terms of tourism and food chain and value chain, we have a lot to learn from the Caribbean experiences.
So have you been able to make links with the media in the Caribbean?
Yes.
Do you see the possibilities for sharing stories later on?
We have, in fact, because it's not the first time, I have a lot of friends. I mean, I have various friends from the Caribbean, especially because I've been covering the ACP summits for more than 3 years now. So I have friends from journalists from Trinidad and from Guyana and also from Jamaica. So we get in touch, but I think by coming here in the Caribbean, it helps us, especially from a media point of view, to come and see for ourselves what's happening in the field and hear from the horse's mouth. That's very important for us. So to be more, to be in order to know really what's happening in the Caribbean and what we can actually learn from the Caribbean, instead of just
emails and video.
Emails and things like that.
No, but if I was to ask you, what for the next forum, what would you like to see done differently? Is there anything that you would you have wanted to see more farms, or tell me what is missing?
We need more like learning trips or field trips, like we say back home. More field trips to see. We have success stories that are told during the workshops, but it's better to have more
hands-on.
Hands-on visits, so that we can really see for ourselves how the farmers are doing, how they are processing their foods. I think that's a very good thing. But we already have a lot of good things between workshops and learning trips. But a bit more learning trips, that would be much better.
Well, I want to thank you, and I want to take the privilege of saying I'm the first person to interview media representative from the Pacific. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Man. Thanks a lot.